Hi, I'm Liz Lumley, and we're here at InsurTech Rising in London. And today I'm speaking to Luigi Van Geist of Roundcube. How are you?
Well, thank you.
So we're going to talk about probably one of my favorite topics in innovation, and that is bringing an innovation project into a traditional firm. And there are a lot of very traditional insurance companies out there.
True.
What are some of the challenges that insurers are seeing right now trying to bring InsurTech into their organization?
Many people don't know, but the insurers, the traditional companies you were mentioning, were the first ones to automate their processes many years ago, more than 40 years ago. So in fact, they can be considered as the InsurTechs. Now, those systems, they are still operating today and are now considered to be legacy systems. Those systems were designed to process as quickly as possible and did not per se cater for customer experience. Now, that's exactly the point where InsurTechs can play a role.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned legacy systems. There's a lot of data in those legacy systems. This has already been talked about this morning at InsurTech Rising, that there's this real need to partner between the traditional insurance firms and the new InsurTech entrants. What are some of the strategies that both sides can use to make sure that partnership is successful?
Very good question. So those legacy systems, as I said, they're very hard to integrate with. So as an InsurTech, when you want to modernize using InsurTech, the legacy systems are not the best ones to do so. But you can't just wish them away by doing a rip and replace. They will always be here to stay. So the most logical approach is to create a mid-office that sits between those systems and a much more dynamic front end. And therefore you can have quick connectivity with those InsurTech and define completely new processes or enhance existing processes that use the information that sits in the legacy systems but fuel the customer experience, again, using those InsurTechs.
So you've often talked about what you call the moment of truth in insurance. How do you recognize it? Like, what is that? Describe it.
I consider the moment of truth actually any interaction that the customer will have with your organization. That's where you as an organization will deliver on the customer expectations or not. The customer expects or assumes that you know everything about him. So don't ask him any unnecessary questions of which you already have the answers to. So
that moment of truth is really that point where the customer either stays with the insurer or they lose that customer completely then.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's indeed. Do you give them the personal touch or not? Or are you just as a number? And the customer feels it quite quickly if he's being considered a number.
So do you think InsurTechs can really help traditional insurers find out at what point that moment of truth happens?
Yes, I found that InsurTechs are much closer to the end customer. It seems strange, but once you go into your corporate environment, you start to forget how it is to be a customer. InsurTechs still have that connection to the end customer and therefore understand what those needs are.
So, Luigi, thank you very much.
You're welcome.